Woman is dead after a car crash involving a Galveston police cruiser, and that officer was responding to a call at the time of that collision.
Fox 26's Gabby Hart joins us from the newsroom, where, Gabby, I understand that you learned that the woman was celebrating her 52nd birthday.
Yeah, I spoke with that woman's brother. He says they had plans to celebrate her birthday this weekend, but instead they're now planning her funeral. Now, the family was too distraught to speak to me on camera, and rightfully so. However, I did speak with a woman who lives across the street. She heard of that accident the moment it happened.
I thought to myself, that looks like a police car.
Patsy Trost was preparing for bed Wednesday night when she heard the sound of cars colliding right outside of her home.
Just imagine vehicles hitting real hard. It was loud.
That crash happened just before 10:30 p.m. at the intersection of Broadway and Christopher Columbus Boulevard in Galveston. We've learned a Galveston police officer identified as Sergeant Christopher McNeil was responding to a 911 call when his cruiser, a 2022 Dodge Charger, collided with a 2016 Toyota Camry. Inside of that Camry was Sayade Moaney, a lab technologist at the University of Texas Medical Branch. She died at that hospital just a couple of hours before her 52nd birthday.
I'm so sorry to hear about this woman.
The Texas Department of Public Safety is investigating the crash. Fox 26 has asked critical questions like how fast the officer was going and if his cruiser's lights and sirens were on at the time of that collision. We were told those details are still under investigation.
You heard the crash, you heard the impact, but did you hear sirens leading up to the impact?
No.
Do you think you would have heard sirens if there were any if you heard that?
Where I live, I hear them fairly often.
Now, the sergeant in that crash was also injured, but he is expected to survive and recovering at the hospital. We will continue to investigate and try to learn more about what caused this collision. And of course, as soon as we get more information, we'll keep you posted right here and on Fox26Houston.com. In the newsroom, I'm Gabby Hart, Fox 26 News.